and welcome to our next week on Philosophy of Education Summer Edition. This week we're going to be looking into the history and the cultural impact of education and the cultural impact of education from a Christian perspective. So hopefully you've gotten your second book ordered and it's arrived from Amazon or wherever you ordered it from. We are going to be reading some from our philosophy, our beautiful purple book, Philosophy of Christian School Education. We're going to be starting on page 105 and working with chapter 5 and going all the way to page 151. So your reading assignment from this book is page 105 to page 151. Again, in your collateral reading log, make sure you are reading through the topics for understanding, writing the question and the answer you find as you're going through the reading. Additionally, any other questions or comments or notes that you find that will help you as you start to write your own philosophy of your plans for education, please make note of those in your collateral reading log. Remember, there's a big old paper at the end of this assignment, this semester, that you're going to be submitting not only to me, but this goes into your educational portfolio and is impacting your final graduation. So do a good job on that one. Additionally, you're going to have the opportunity to start reading in Teaching Redemptively. This is such an interesting book, providing a great opportunity to look at how to relate to your students through grace and truth, and how that relates to you as a teacher and as a fellow staff member. So this week in this book, please make sure that you can read the introduction if you want, but start on page 3 and read to page 76. Isn't that a song, 76? Trombones led the big parade? Pretty sure that's how.
76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand.
Page 76. This one has self-examination questions. So for your collateral reading log, I'd like for you to pick 2. Number 1, always. Just do the first one. And then read through the rest of them and see if there's something else that you'd like to start your discussion and your notes on, and create some responses from 2 questions after every chapter. Number 1 is required, and the second question is your choice from the list. And put those questions and your responses in your collateral reading logbook. This book is quite a hefty portion of your grade, so keep it up and keep track of your reading and your responses to the reading that you're having. Sections, we're going to again be doing a discussion board, just like we did last week, where you'll respond once to me and then continue the discussion. You can remember, you can read the student's response to me, one of your classmates' responses to me, and respond to their response. You don't have to have a separate whole chat just to talk amongst yourselves. That's kind of what we're working with on this week. Start to encourage yourself to look at the upcoming assignments. So our reading and discussion board and note-taking time is now going to start to intensify as we have started to develop some opinions, and the following week, week 3, you've got a paper due that you're going to need to be submitting in addition to what you're currently running right now. So the reading doesn't stop, the notes don't stop, but the discussion board doesn't stop, but we add in the reading the paper assignment, and now we are going to keep adding in papers. If you have time this week, read ahead, because you know you're going to read through both books from cover to cover. I mean, like, that's the gimme. That's why we got them. So if you've got time, for a little extra time these couple of weeks, read ahead and start lightening your reading load for the next week if that's going to be a busier week, and that can give you time to work on your paper. Also, by week 4, we're going to start having you begin your philosophy of education draft. And again, I understand it's a draft, but we're going to need to have a couple of weeks to do some peer edits and some instructor edits before you submit that final one. Now that's the paper, that's going to go into your, not only completing this course, but it's going to go into your graduation portfolio for the teacher education program. So you want to make sure that's on point and as sharp and concise as you have. Any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email as you have been doing. And if it's an emergency or if 3 emails you tried aren't working or it's just something real quick, give me a call. You have my cell phone number. It's on the summary. So blessings to you all this week.